Happier times.
Which I usually ruined.
Yes.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Spoiler alert.
If we're not careful, our son will shut both of us out of his life.
In the final episode of the Frasier reboot, Lilith and Frasier unexpectedly share a kiss, which had been long planned throughout the last year of the original show. 19 years after she portrayed Lilith Sternin in the Cheers/Frasier universe, Bebe Neuwirth is back. When it comes to delivering potent jabs and insults, the franchise's resident ice queen has obviously not lost a beat, especially when directed at her ex-husband. But after a string of heated exchanges between the ex-couples, Freddie's birthday, the 7th episode of the Frasier remake, appears to change things between them. It was long confirmed that Neuwirth would make a single cameo appearance in the Frasier revival. Nevertheless, Lilith's involvement was kept a secret by Paramount Plus until the very last minute. In the end, it was understandable that she attended Freddie's birthday party, even though the circumstances surrounding her attendance were not ideal, particularly for Frasier. Since Grammer and Neuwirth were at the height of their popularity as Frasier and Lilith, it stands to reason that the Frasier remake capitalizes on their chemistry as one of the most captivating divorcing couples on television. Even so, nothing could have prepared the audience for their kiss after a whole day of arguments. Unexpected makeout between Frasier and Lilith in episode 7. Frasier and Lilith straightened up and made the decision to avoid each other. In a dramatic turn of events, Frasier and Lilith begin dating in Freddie's bedroom after Freddie throws them out of his bowling party for constant insults directed at one another. Eventually, they both confess to wanting to outdo the other as prominent psychiatrists in front of their adult son. The fact that Freddie now lives with his father was a threat to Lilith. Therefore, she tried to mark her territory. In the meantime, Frasier allowed his fears of having missed so much of his son's life in Boston to overcome him. Driven by their personal problems, they ultimately ruined Freddie's birthday party. It seems that their serious chat revived their past romantic affections for one another. The two are drawn to each other as they talk openly about their regrets and the past, and this leads to them sharing a kiss in Freddie's bedroom. Sadly, their son interrupts them before things get out of hand. Looking understandably shocked and irritated. Startled by what had transpired, Frasier and Lilith straightened up and made the decision to separate, at least for the time being. It's unknown if that will hold true in the future, but it means Lilith won't be making a quick comeback to the Frasier revival. There was no denying Frasier's and Lilith's attraction. The last time they were on the original program, Lilith frequently traveled to Seattle to see her ex-husband. The main cause of Lilith and Frasier's acrimonious divorce was her liaison with her coworker. Even if it wasn't a regular in the first series, it managed to gradually establish their relationship as past lovers, with Lilith frequently traveling to Seattle to seek assistance from her ex-husband for matters of a personal or professional nature. The concept that they might truly reconcile was hinted at by the program during this period, and the reboot is adopting this premise. In Lilith's last episode of Frasier, Guns N' Neuroses, from season 11, they were cordial and even discussed the prospect of a future together in the comedy. In the reboot, will Frasier and Lilith reconcile? When Lilith makes an appearance during the Frasier reboot, she seems single. It's unknown if the Frasier reboot goes into further detail about Frasier and Lilith's emotions, but it's a compelling story to take up in the future. Even though Freddie finds it strange when they start dating in Frasier episode 7, their numerous interactions throughout the previous series reveal that their romantic moments are nothing new. It's possible that they have always been in love, and that they will always be in love. Sadly, they are unable to overcome the initial obstacle posed by their troubled past. It won't be hard for the two to get back together, given this and their increased proximity to one another. Given the history of these tendencies in their relationship, it is impossible to see a future in which Frasier and Lilith are together. Nevertheless, should the Frasier relaunch include a reunion, it will be simpler for them to do so because they haven't truly closed the door on one another. The likelihood of this occurring is increased by the fact that Lilith appeared to be single during her Frasier reboot debut, and that Charlotte and Frasier had broken up. But hopefully, Paramount Plus will use this as a springboard for further story development rather than just another plot device. If not, there's a chance they'll revert to their former behaviors, which can lead to another breakup.